let's talk a little bit about what you've been doing thus far. I know you have your radio show. Tell us a little bit about that, and why did you decide to do a radio show?
I've been doing radio now for 10 years. I started in 14 markets. I'm in like 60 now.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, it's one of them things that it hit me and took off from that point. So, you know, it's been a good look. I mean, the radio is no different from, you know, going on tour, but I just get to sit down and interact with my audience on, you know, over the mic. That's all.
Right. Okay.
You know, they know who I am based on the music, and then they get to kind of talk to me without really, you know,
that's dope.
Feeling intimidated.
I don't know about that, but they
I don't make them feel intimidated.
So, what's your favorite part about doing the show?
I mean, just the callers calling in, you know, I mean, that makes me feel, you know, since I've been on 10 years, one of my favorite part about the show is performing well.
Okay, yeah.
And the second part is the callers call in and they get to interact with me and they kind of express their feelings or what they feel, or you know, talk about the things they want to talk about.
Okay.
Where I'm concerned, that's it.
Right, okay, all right. So, you got a show out in Vegas coming up.
Right.
How you feel about that and doing this?
Well, I mean, I feel great about the show coming up in Vegas. You know, I feel like we as minorities don't get an opportunity to go and do on the main stage like that and do that type of things. You know, even though I've been in the business a long time and I've been writing a lot of hit records, you know, people only perceive that as, you know, when you're on your way out. It used to be that. Now that's not the case anymore. So for them to call me out of all the R&B acts they could have called to do that, I'm happy. You know, Tony Braxton did it, you know.
Songs I think of besides J-Lo and
I mean, Boys and Men is doing it, but you know, but when it comes to edgy R&B, for them to call me, because they know what I do. There ain't no cut and dry between that. I'm R&B. You know, I got pop records that songs that have with pop, but we know those are R&B songs. So, So basically, for them to call in, I mean, they did their research and they think I can pull it off. So I'm gonna try. But my drive is to drive everybody to Vegas.
Okay.
Because that's a better look. I'm not talking about no shows that I might be doing around the country, because the whole look is the Vegas look that allows other people who do R&B to go out there and be able to do what I'm doing right now.
Right.
So I guess I'm trying to, even though Gladys have done it, you know, Tony has done it, but I can't think, Lionel has done it. I can't really think of nobody on that has that real R&B that has gone out there and done it on the male side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Gladys is definitely R&B.
How do you feel about R&B right now, today? And and I just did a mixtape, so I'm really like, you know, I'm on R&B shit right now. So how do you feel about the artists that are coming out today and what direction R&B is going in?
I mean, the artists that's coming out today, I don't never knock what's out there today, because it's like when I came out, people not what I was doing, you know what I mean? Because they would call that not R&B. And then I gave them that, and it was more like because I gave them that R&B, but I was giving that boom, that 808 and all that. So they was like, what is this going on? So, you know, you gotta, it's not the artist, it's the, I think it's the music that they're doing. I mean, because they all sound alike. For me, I wouldn't want to do songs that sound like everybody else is doing. I just wouldn't want to do it. It just, I mean, it's cool to do one.
Right, but your whole album.
But it doesn't it shouldn't sound like somebody else doing it. And I think that's my problem, because they can all sing. Chris could sing. All these young
more pop.
Yeah, but it's more pop. It feels more pop. It doesn't feel like Freddie Jackson. I'm not asking them to be Freddie Jackson, or it doesn't feel like, you know, Luther Vandross, or it doesn't feel like Johnny Gill.
Just the old,
it doesn't feel like that Drew Hill. You know, it don't. I'm just saying, and that's why people are sampling from that, and that's why.
See Tory Lanez, and he's taking from Brownstone. And stuff
Right,
like
right.
that.
So that's why it is, because nobody's doing it. You know, I think the first new artist that said, "Man, I want to really do an R&B album," or really, because as long as because radio has gone away from that.
Why do you think radio is kind of veering away from? Because everybody want to turn up now. Why do you think radio's?
Well, radio's gonna do with the young artist. It's just like Drake did the Controller. That album is dope. But he's not scared to take his chances.
Right.
And he can take those chances because he's popular. Like when you're popular, you can take chances and do music, real music.
That's true. Because your fans already.
Because your fans are already embracing you.
Yeah.
They like you. So I just think when you get complacent, when you just stay in one lane, you end up hurting yourself.
True. And I think as an artist, you have to evolve.
You got to evolve as an artist. Yeah.
Are there any R&B acts right now that you listen to, or that you?
I mean, I still listen to the older acts, like I said, Drew Hill and people like that. I still listen to Genuine and Tank.
Okay.
I still listen. I mean, because those are my boys, so I still listen to that type of music, and I know they can sing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've done tours with them. I know they ain't no joke.
It's like they the real deal.
They the real deal. Yeah.
All right. So you got a new album, kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
You know how it is. Everything is it moves so quickly these days.
Nowadays,
like after a month.
Social media ain't no joke.
Yeah. How you? Well, let's talk a little bit about that social media. How do you feel it plays a role these days in the success of artists? Do you like it?
I mean, for to get your product out there, it's major. I mean, nowadays people can download and you don't get paid for it nowadays. So many. It's not like back in the day where people, bought your music and nowadays it's like, yo, I can steal the music.
Oh damn, people steal.
So it's like you don't get paid for it. So for people that could not get record deals is great for them, because now you can blow up on.
You don't need it.
The internet, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Because you can blow up in a matter of no time at all.
Right.
On the internet. But for people that, you know what I'm saying, like, it's so much competition out there, and that's where the competition is right now.
Yeah, it's oversaturated.
It's oversaturated now, so you don't have to go buy Keith Sweat, because you can like, oh, this guy over here sound like Keith Sweat on social media.
No, nobody sound like Keith Sweat, just for the record. So, all right, I know I don't got too much time, but let's talk about the new album. What's your favorite track on it?
I don't really have favorite tracks. I just because when I'm putting an album together, it's like everything that I like, I go on the album. So it's never, for me, favorite tracks is always the album is great or the album sounds good, because all the songs sound good to me, like sonically good, lyrically it says something, musically it feels good. So I don't have favorite.
What about your production? Who are you working with?
Well, I work with Wally Morris, Gerald Isaac, a few different people, you know what I'm saying, on the album. Jerry Flowers,
Okay.
So, yeah, I've worked with a few people on this album.
All right.
Keith Sweat.
All right, I have 2 fun questions real quick. I ask all my guests. I just want you to finish the sentence. I hate it when...
Oh, man. A woman touches my ass without asking me permission.
I mean, like, yeah, like a fan, or just like,
grabbing my ass like I'm a piece of meat. Like when I'm walking, she grab me. Like I'm
because I know your fans is probably
like I'm a piece of chicken.
Okay. What do you usually do if that happens? Do you
I'm
smack
like,
them or curse
see
them
if
out?
I grab you, you gonna sue me.
No, they're not. They're gonna be like, yeah.
No, they gonna sue the shit. Excuse me, they gonna sue the hell out of me.
Okay.
No.
I don't know if they sue you.
No, but, they will. It's a payday.
It might just be bait.
No, it's a payday. Come on.
He's like, I've been in this game long enough, Nia. I know.
Right.
All right. The next question is, I love a woman who.
knows how to communicate.
Okay. I was just talking about this with somebody saying that we don't express ourselves.
No, until it's too late.
Until it's too late, and we'll be like, no, nothing's wrong.
Until it's too late. You will let a situation, ladies, and I'm sorry, ladies, but this is the truth. Y'all think we supposed to read your minds and know what y'all want, and that's sad because you know what? Because a man is like, if you're dealing with a man,
okay,
you can't do that. So that's why communication is key. It's like I had a conversation with this young lady, and I told her communication is key. Because why do you wait for me to do something when you can say, baby, I see you working, but you're going to take time out right here this week. I don't care what happens.
But why should we have to tell you guys?
Because if you know why? No, you because y'all don't want a man that don't do nothing, and y'all don't, and yeah. But if you have a man who's always constantly trying to, because what we end up doing, when we're workaholics or when we have a brand, you have to maintain that brand.
True.
All right, so you're constantly because every day people are trying to take things from you or trying
it's 24/7 grind.
Right. So when you get to a certain status, somebody else is trying to grab that status that you at.
Yeah.
So if you constantly got people coming at you and you constantly on the phone and you're constantly building your brand for you or your significant other, and you get caught up in your world, it's like when a woman wants to have an independency, she don't care what. Nobody, she got that drive.
That's right.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's right.
Ain't no stopping you. You know, it's like if I told you, baby, stop doing what you doing and let's go here. You gonna be like, yo, I gotta make this happen. Right. You'll say, hey, the relationship is getting kind of crazy.
Okay.
I'm feeling kind of crazy.
Okay.
I'm feeling like if it keep going like this, we're going to end up in a bad place.
Okay.
So I'm giving you a heads up.
Okay.
Before it get to that place. 9 times out of 10, y'all wait till it get to that place, and y'all probably done. You had already
made up our mind.
Made up in your mind 4 months ago or 5 months ago. You were leaving.
Yeah.
And now the man, like, you just do that on the man. He was like, yo, what? What you know? Because you never really communicated that, because all it takes for you to say, hey, we need to go out to dinner because we need to have a very serious conversation. And it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right, okay.
Because sometimes the way it's said is not good. If you talk at me and don't talk to me, then I take it a certain way.
Okay.
No different from if I talk at you. You're like, who you think you're talking to?
Right.
Like, but if I say, baby, we need to talk. We need to go out to eat and have a bite to eat and have a conversation. And over dinner, I'm expressing, listen, I don't want to offend you. Boom, boom. It's not what, like I said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Okay. All right, ladies.
That's why most relationships do not last, because communication is not there. And we all talk about, I can communicate. No.
And I had a situation this actually earlier today, with my people.
That's like that?
And I tried to communicate what my problem was, and I really couldn't express to him because I just feel like he just is not attentive.
Y'all think we supposed to know. We're attentive. We're listening. Like, I bet you anything you want, if you make arrangements, say, hey, what's your schedule like? What day are you free? And you make dinner arrangements, because everything is gonna get sour.
And then
it's
you be like, good in the beginning.
Then you're gonna say, man, I could have stayed where I was at.
Jesus, Lord, for this shit. All right, church.
Trust me, I know.
I'm gonna try it. I done
been there. Been there, done that too.
All right, I'm gonna take your advice. I'm not gonna run. Is there anything else you want to say to the people?
Advice. To make it last forever, the do's and the don'ts.
We need that. I think we all need that. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, baby girl.
You're very welcome.